Good morning. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. That one was $6.15 for 3 miles. That was Doordash. I accepted a Grubhub on the way here. $5.80 for 3 miles. Let's go pick that up. As we make our way to pick up this Grubhub order, I messed up and my insurance expired on my, or it didn't expire, but I don't have my updated insurance card on the Uber app, and they're really strict about that. So I can't go online with Uber, not because I don't have the insurance card, but because I uploaded it and I uploaded the wrong insurance card. I uploaded the insurance card for our other car, so it still says it's pending. Normally, if you upload it correctly, it takes a few seconds and you're good. But since I did it wrong, I think it's all screwed up. I screwed it all up. So now I can't go online with Uber until they allow me to re-upload my insurance card. So we're only on Doordash and Grubhub for now. Also, my videos are starting to get really long. I need to cut that down because nobody's trying to watch a 40-minute Doordash video. So I'm trying to do a little less talky and a little more delivery. So don't expect to hear as much from me, and expect to keep my clips a little bit shorter, just for y'all enjoyment. I'll do separate videos where I can talk more if I feel the need. So from here on out, I'm just going to try to do mostly videos, little clips of the deliveries and whatnot. And then if there's something significant that happens or a story to tell, then I'll talk. But other than that, I'm going to try to keep it strictly to deliveries. Let me know what y'all think. If you like it the way that it is and don't want me to change it, let me know. But looking at the view duration and how long people are watching my videos, people mostly watch them for like 6 to 10 minutes. And when I'm making 30-minute videos, it's kind of redundant. So just let me know what you think. So as I sit in this McDonald's line, picking up my Egg McMuffin and a coffee, I got an offer, $9.90 for 4.5 miles at this exact McDonald's. Easy enough. McDonald's Part 2 acquired. Man, bastards forgot to give me a straw for my iced coffee, so I had to go in there anyways. Hotel delivery, Home 2 Suites. Been here many a times. Got a nice little pool in there. Just going to room 427. How much you want to bet this room is at the end of the hallway? They always are. Slow elevator. Good lord. 427. The last room. Every time, bro. Every hotel. The last door. It always is. It's crazy. The absolute last room. Unbelievable. Got a couple Cracker Barrel orders here. Not the best. But since I don't have access to Uber at the moment, I can't be quite as picky as I normally would be. The total payout is pretty good, but it's a little bit of miles. It's $17 something, $17.50 for 12 miles. Good portion of those miles we're getting here. Well, not a good portion, but like 3 of those miles we're getting here. So let's get these dropped off. Keep moving. Okay, well I can't go a day without something somewhat interesting happening. I mean, this isn't really a big deal, but I get this double order from Cracker Barrel. It was $17.90 for 12 miles or something like that. Not really that good, but I was unable to get on Uber, so I was just kind of taking anything that was somewhat decent. I am on Uber now, by the way. Ooh, need a haircut. I'm on Uber now, by the way. It finally went through. My insurance is good and all that, so Uber is on. Anyway, story. I get the order, deliver the first one, no big deal. Second one is furthest away, obviously, and I'm 2 minutes from the guy. Jeez, I'm 2 minutes from the guy's house, and I get a message from him in the app. Where are you going? I'm like, Like, I'm around the corner. What do you mean, where am I going? So, annoyed by that, obviously. It's just weird when customers text you, like when they're watching you in the app, and then they like text you like, "Why are you going that way?" Or why are you over there? Or what are you doing? Like, it's weird. Unless I'm going like way out of the way, which I wasn't. I don't know what the app was telling him, but I was like around the corner from his house. So anyway, I get the food dropped off. He was actually a nice guy, but ended up being a $2 tip. That's, I don't know. It's just like, you order from 10 miles away and you have the nerve to like text the driver and be like, "Where are you at? Why is it taking so long?" You know, that kind of stuff. I'm telling you, this is why, this is why you don't take the low tip orders, because they're always the most demanding people. The most entitled people are the ones that tip $1 or $2 for some reason. I don't know why. But that's why I don't take them usually. And that was a $2 tip. $3 for the first one, $2 for the second one, and $12.90 base pay, which I think there's a shortage of drivers right now because of gas prices. Because it's very easy to get on schedule here in my area, which it's never been that case before. Usually by this time this year, like, you're fighting for a spot on the schedule. Like last year, I couldn't, other than like the busiest times, I couldn't even get on Doordash. Now I'm on Doordash all day. Slots available for all day. Like, I have no issues. So maybe that's why DoorDash is being forced to pay out a little more. So that's good. Anyway, yeah, total of $5 in tips for that double order, 17 miles. That's crazy. On to the next one. All right, drove all the way back to the hot spot, and I got a double order. I already got one of them picked up. It's going to the same customer, $14.85 for 5.6 miles. Mod Fresh. It's Mod Pizza salad order. And then it's a Dollar General shopping order, which it's the Dollar General by my house, so I know it pretty well. And all the items are pretty simple, so shouldn't take long. Another example of Grubhub waiting to send me offers until I'm already doing an order on DoorDash or Uber Eats. It usually doesn't happen this frequently, but every day this week, pretty much, I've gotten a juicy Grubhub offer that I can't accept because I'm already on another offer. But, what can you do? It's part of the game, I guess. We're almost a Dollar General now to shop this order. So that was probably my best effort ever on a shopping order. It was like 7 items. It was, I could probably name them off. It was a package of Nutter Butter cookies, 2 liters of Coke Zero. It was a bottle of laundry detergent, toilet paper, and kitty litter. I think that was everything. I literally got all of it done in like less than 3 minutes, like a boss. That's one of the better Dollar Generals as far as like having things in stock in the area, it seems. So it worked out really well, and I know my way around that store. So we got that complete. That was the total pay, $14.85 for 5.6 miles. Pretty good. Just got a Jimmy John's at drop off, $7.27 or $7.47, one or the other, for 6 miles. It's actually coming right back to where I just dropped that off at. I'm not really near any other restaurants, so I kind of took it just because of that reason. I was going to have to drive 3 or 4 miles just to get back to another restaurant, get back to a hot zone. So went ahead and took it. Let's go pick it up. Oh, I should have done that before I turned the camera on. Jimmy John's order complete. Upon drop off, I got a alcohol delivery on Uber, $8.22 for 1 something miles, just 1 mile. I don't like doing alcohol delivery orders just because having to scan the ID and all that, I don't know, just makes for kind of an awkward experience sometimes, especially if the customer's been drinking. But I went and accepted it because it made sense, obviously. $8 for 1 mile. It's just a pack of Coors Light, 24 pack. And I'm not really near any other restaurants, so you can get an $8 for 1 mile order in this part of town, then take it. So off from Walgreens we go, just a minute up the road. All right, well, I forgot to tell you about an order I just did. It was a Tom and Jerry's. $12 and change for 5 miles on Uber. Completed that. Nice order there. And as I was approaching that Tom and Jerry's, I got a Grubhub stacked order. It was the same Tom and Jerry's and Chipotle, which is right next door. There's Chipotle. Where's the sign at? Tom and Jerry's. Right there. Tom and Jerry's, right next to each other. So, since the Grubhub came through right when I was pulling to the Tom and Jerry's, I knew it wasn't going to be ready. Because Grubhub orders you always have to wait anyway because they come through right when the customer orders it. So I picked up the Uber. I delivered that. That was like a mile away. So I picked up the Uber, delivered it, came back to the Tom and Jerry's, and the order still wasn't ready. It was just a tuna melt and fries. So it took them like 20 minutes to make a tuna melt and fries. Anyways, it was the same customer for the stacked order. It was same customer for both these stores. So they also ordered a burrito bowl and chips from Chipotle. So I picked up both of those. Obviously the Chipotle order was ready. And now this is just going about 1.5 miles north of here. So $10 stacked order, but it's only 1.5 miles. And it's the same customer. And the restaurants were literally next door to each other. So a pretty good one. People in the way as always. Alright, we'll see when we finish up. Well, I was in the process of dropping that off. Nice neighborhood back here, by the way. Good thing I got Uber Eats rolling again. Good thing I got Uber Eats rolling again because I've been getting good offers. While I was on my way here, I got a Jimmy John's offer, $10 for 3.2 miles on Uber, which is actually going to be more than that since I was driving away from Jimmy John's to deliver this. So it's going to end up being like, I don't know, $10 for 5 miles. Still good and still hidden tip potential. So we'll turn around, head back south, head back to Jimmy John's. Let you all in on some Dasher J Patreon exclusive content. It's just crazy. He was only 59. Stacey King was 59. Apparently he fell at his house, according to David Kaplan. He must have just busted his head, and that was that. I think about that all the time, how one day you can wake up and just like totally normal, and then all of a sudden just something happens freakishly and you're just dead. Like you never know when your last day could be. It's crazy. Jason's Deli, $9.15 for 6.4 miles. This will put us about $106, I believe. Been out here about 4 hours. Not a bad start. Get it delivered. Alright, so I got the Jason's Deli dropped off. Made it back to my zone. And I had a stacked order come through. $14.35 for 7.7 miles. Went ahead and accepted it. Looked at it. It was Firehouse Subs and Noodles and Company. The Firehouse Subs customer I recognize. I've delivered to her several times, which means the tips must be good if I'm delivering to her. The other customer, which is much further, I didn't recognize, and all they ordered was buttered noodles from Noodles and Company. So that's kind of, at least in my experience, not always the case, but 85% of the time, that order is going to be no tip or like $1 or $2 tip. I guarantee it. So what I did is I went ahead and dropped the Noodles and Company order. So I'm just delivering the Firehouse. A couple sandwiches, couple drinks. I have a feeling the majority of the pay will be from this order, and it's a much shorter distance. So just trying to save myself some miles. Try not to deliver shit for free. So I'll let you know how it goes. All right, well, as you can see, I made a good call. The original offer was $14.35 for 7.7 miles, and that order paid $9.25. So I would have been paid an extra $5.10 to pick up that other order and deliver it another 4 miles away. So, and it's further away from the zone too. So I gambled, and it paid off. That order ended up being $9.25 for like 3 miles. So that's why they do stacked orders. They're trying to get you to fucking pick up the garbage for free, or for close to free. Like I'm trying not to do that as much as possible. So good job, Dasher J. Pat yourself on the back. And we're just a couple miles from the zone, so we should get something quick. next order is in. I already forgot. 13 what was it? 61? 1361 for 5.8 miles. I just took the screenshot 12 seconds ago and I already forgot. But anyway, it's good enough to take, in my opinion. And it's keeping me right in this area. So it's a stacked order. Cracker Barrel, Red Robin, which are both straight ahead of me, and they're both getting delivered like over here. Like, there's a Target and like a grocery store here. They both live back there. So real easy. 13 and change for 5.8 miles. All right, stacked order complete. $13 and some change. Got that done in less than 20 minutes. I'm getting a Doordash again. Let's see what that is in a second. But I'm at $137. Pretty good. I came out at about 9:15. It's 2:43 now, so about 5.5 hours. $137. Not too bad. We'll check on this Doordash and see what this is. So I was just thinking, man, I haven't really gotten any canes offers today for raising canes. It's wildly popular around here. It's fairly new. It's been here I guess it's been here about a year now. But one just came through right after I ended that last clip. This is on Uber Eats. The Doordash that was coming through was trash. It was like $6 for 8 miles for a liquor delivery. This is $13 for 5.5 miles. And we were already across the street from Cane's. There it is. Let's go grab it. All right, I just did a Cold Stone order. I just did a Cold Stone order. Not great, not terrible. $8.40 for 5.1 miles. The dollars to miles isn't too bad. It's just kind of taking me away from everything a little bit, which doesn't seem to be a big deal because I'm still getting offers. I went and got lunch for me and the wife and kid. Just picked up a pizza from Pizza Hut. Got some sweet deals on there. Pizza Hut, Papa John's, all the chain pizza spots. One second, let me check this Doordash. Apologize, didn't take it. It was $16 for 11 miles. It was Jersey Mike's and then a Target shopping order. Since I came back out about 45 minutes ago, I guess, from lunch, been getting a lot of shopping delivers, but none of them have been good. They've all been pretty bad. Not many food delivery orders, but it seems to be getting busier right now. So yeah, I'm at like $158 right now. It's 4:30 p.m. So the dinner orders should start getting juicier here shortly. I'm gonna start getting a little more picky and start shooting for over $10 per order, which usually is not an issue on a Sunday, especially because it's raining. It's been kind of a light rain off and on throughout most of the day. So I did say I was going to make videos with less yapping, so that's what I'm going to do. Making my way back to the zone and see what we get. Alright, so I made my way back to my spot. My zone, my spot, whatever you want to call it. I declined a few decent offers as I made my way this way, but like I said, I'm being pickier because it's busy. It's very busy. Doordash says 1 to 2 minute wait per offer, which that usually doesn't happen this time of year. That's usually like a winter time thing around here, where it's 1 to 2 minutes. You'll see 1 to 3, 1 to 4 occasionally, but 1 to 2 minutes, that indicates that it's very busy. So be very picky if you're getting that many offers. Anyway, this is a good one. I still hesitated kinda to take it just because I don't like where it's going. It's going back past where I just came from to deliver that Cold Stone order, but it is, as you saw, $17.90 for 7.7 miles, stacked order, Cold Stone again, and Jason's Deli. Maybe there could be a hidden tip on here on one of them, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm not a Platinum Dasher, so it doesn't tell you that. But I mean, it's still a good one either way. It's, I just couldn't decline it. I did get offered one before that, a few minutes before that, $24 for 13 miles, but one of them was in the mall. And you know how I feel about mall deliveries, and it was still less than $2 per mile. So I just opted to decline it. And so that's that. Yeah, so Cold Stone, Jason's Deli, here we go. All right, well, there's something I want to address here a little bit. Picked up both these orders, Jason's Deli, Cold Stone. I think the hidden tip potential is in the Jason's Deli order, because it's like 3 drinks and a bunch of food. It's 8 items, so maybe you'll get a little bit of a hidden tip here. I wanted to talk about hidden tips. I'm in a bunch of like Doordash Facebook groups, and a lot of people don't know what a hidden tip is or don't understand what I mean when I say that. I guess if you're like a platinum dasher, you don't really get hidden tips, I don't think, because if the payout is going to be more than what it's showing you, it'll say like total amount will be higher or whatever, which I've seen that before when I first started. When you're not a platinum dasher, like I am not, it doesn't tell you that. That's like, I guess, one of the downsides of not being platinum. But after you do it enough, you kind of learn of what the potential hidden tip orders can be, because you still get them. The amount may be higher. You still get them, it just doesn't tell you until after drop off. So, for instance, basically anything... Shut up, Uber. Anything over... it's a little trickier now because they switched the base pay. It's not just a flat $2 all the time. But anything over $2 per mile, and basically let's say over $6.50, is a potential for a hidden tip. So if you get an offer, it says it's like $7 for 3 miles, then you deliver it, it could end up being $10 pay, like an $8 tip. A lot of people don't really experience that or know what that is, because if you're a platinum dasher, that doesn't happen for you, because that tells you ahead of time it's going to be more. So that's what I mean when I say hidden tip. It doesn't show you the full amount up front. I don't know for sure, but I'm like 95% sure they do that because they're trying to keep people from cherry picking orders. So if somebody tips $25 on an order, you know, they're going to sit around and wait for the next $25 tip order, you know, somebody like me. So in order to kind of hide that, they'll show you like $6 or $7 of the tip up front, just to bait you enough into taking it. And then if there's a hidden tip, it'll show you at the end. Sometimes there's not a hidden tip. Sometimes I'll get a $8 for 2.9 mile order. It'll just be an $8 order, which is fine because it's still a good order generally. But so yeah, that's what I mean when I say hidden tip, for those of you that don't know. Hope that helps. You see, this is the part where I really, really want to complain, but I can't, right? I accepted the offer. That's what I agreed to, knowing that there was a risk that there'd be a non-tipper on there. And of course, the furthest customer, which it wasn't too much farther, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but the furthest customer was the non-tipper. The other customer tipped, what, $13, something like that? $13.50. So it ended up being $17.90. Overall, still a good order, but it's just like, these people live so far away from Cold Stone. Like, y'all live 8 miles away from Cold Stone and you don't tip. You just spent $30 on ice cream, but you can't tip. $40 on ice cream. Like, come on, man. Like, I know these apps are expensive. I get it. But if you can't afford it, here I am complaining. If you can't afford it, don't use it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say it once. Moving on. All right. Lucha Cantina. This order is $12.60 for 6.4 miles, which is pretty good, right? But it is going all the way to the west side. So this might be my last order of the night. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. No potential for a hidden tip because it's just under $2 a mile by like 20 cents. So you know there's not going to be a hidden tip. But I was going to end up having to drive all the way over to my zone anyway, which would have been about 3 miles from where I was at. So this already came through. I didn't have to drive that far. And this is like the only restaurant really in this area. So this is like the only spot I could have really gotten anything from. Although there is a Dunkin' on the other side of this parking lot. But you're not going to get a Dunkin' order at 5 o'clock on a Sunday, most likely. So, Lucha Cantina it is. Oh, I think this will put us like $188. So that might be good enough to call the night, but we'll see. Okay, well, I got that dropped off, that Lucha Cantina order. I was debating multiple things. I was debating going home. I was debating going fishing because I crossed the river and it was enticing, I'll tell you that much. And then the other option was to keep working. I opted to keep working. I'm back over here in my hot zone. I was getting orders way over on the west side from the restaurants over in my hot zone. That's how busy it is. It is the busiest night I've seen since probably, I guess, tax time probably. See, I'm getting Grubhub orders and Uber orders all going off at the same time. 1 second. All right, anyway, I accepted a Chili's order, $9.65 for 3.8 miles. Hidden tip potential. It's got like a burger. It's got a couple orders of boneless wings. There's ribs, a gallon of strawberry lemonade, and a couple other things. I just turned it into Portillo's parking lot. Whoops. So yeah, hidden tip potential. Even if not, it's still a good order. $9.65 for 3 point whatever miles. So leave this Portillo's parking lot and pull into Chili's and pick it up. Good Lord, my hair is long. It was only $9.65, but it's okay because it wasn't far. So I accepted an Uber Eats, $8.17, 3.8 miles. I'm going to go ahead and deliver that unless I get something better. And if I do, I'll just drop it. But for now, that's what we're doing. I'm getting a Doordash right now. Let's see what that is. That Uber Eats was no good. All right, so I dropped the Uber order because I got this. A Doordash for this little mini toolbox. Actually kind of cool. I think it was $25.95 for 9 miles. Double order that, just that toolbox, and an order from Denny's, some steak and eggs. That's it. And then I think that's gonna be the night for me. But that's pretty easy. So I dropped that Uber Eats, obviously. $8.17 for 3 miles. It was an okay little order, but it's Sunday. I'm out here trying to get the big bucks, right? This is going to put me at least right around $225. So I think we'll call that a great day. Should be done here by about 6:30 by the time I drop everything off. Cubs start at 7. I go home and watch the Cub game. They suck lately, but what are you going to do? So we'll get this drop off and I'll make a video afterwards. I'll finish the video afterwards. See you in a few. All right, well, that was definitely not what I expected. The actual best part of the tip was the Denny's order, which was just steak and eggs, like from 9 miles away. At least she tipped accordingly. The toolbox, I'm gonna take a screenshot, I forgot. The toolbox was a $4.50 tip that I had to shop for. I actually found that pretty quickly, less than 5 minutes. And then Denny's order, she tipped $11. So what's that? $11 for $15.50. I guess it would have been like a $10 base pay. So I'll take it. Whatever. Supposed to be about $2.25. I'm gonna head towards the house. If I get anything good on the way, I might take it. I don't know. We'll see. You'll find out soon enough. Alright, so I said, what the hell? Figure I'll take one last order. This is a Papa John's, which is directly ahead of me. I'm driving straight towards it. $8.15 for 2.8 miles going across the river, just barely across the river. Still taking me towards the house. So figure I might as well go ahead and pick up an extra $8 on the way. Hidden tip alert. Uh-oh. Total was $8.15. I know it was $8.15 for a fact up front because I was debating taking it. And the mileage was 2.8 miles. Guess what the total was? $8.65. Yep. An extra 50-cent hidden tip. I'll take it. So that's a nice little order there. $8.65 for 2.8 miles. No complaints on that one. I do think this is it though. That was the last one. I'm close to the house now. The Cubs start in 10 minutes. I'm gonna head back to the house, make a drink, watch the Cubs, maybe place a bet or two. Thank you for watching. I know this video is probably not going to end up being as short as I wanted it to be because I've been out here all day and I've been busy. So I'm going to roll up this window. If you like my videos, please like, comment, and most of all, subscribe. Give me any feedback that you may believe is necessary. Constructive criticism is widely accepted. But thank you for watching. I'm getting another DoorDash order. I haven't turned it off yet. I appreciate y'all for watching, and we will see you next time. Before I post my total earnings, I'm going to post them for the day and for the week. $233 even today after everything was added together. $163 on DoorDash. That might be the most I've ever made in a single day on DoorDash. Could be wrong, but that's got to be up there. So Sundays have been great. It's been a great week. I didn't even work yesterday, and the total for the week is $914 for the week, somewhere in there, on all three apps. Not bad considering I didn't even work Saturday. I took a whole weekend day off, which that would have been an easy 200. I think I passed my turn. Where am I at? No, I didn't. What was it, Tuesday? I think Tuesday I didn't even bother going out. No, it was Wednesday. I didn't even bother working Wednesday until the dinner shift. I only worked Wednesday night. I think I made like $80. But so yeah, there's a lot of time off mixed in there too, and I still managed to make over $900 this week. So I'll start calculating my gas. I'll let you guys know how much I'm paying in gas. I need to keep track of that. It's about $20 to $30 a day, just depending on where I leave myself off the night before. Sometimes I'll have 100 miles left in the tank when I get in there in the morning. Like right now I'm at 25 miles left in the tank, so I'll have to get some gas pretty early tomorrow. I put $20 in earlier today in the middle of the day. Thankfully there's a gas station that has gas for $3.64 right now in town. That's where I've been frequenting. We got the cheap expensive gas, or the expensive cheap gas, however you want to call it. So as I said, thank you for watching. See you next time.